Hey friends, it's Molly and welcome to your Mellow Stretchy Flow. This is a 30-minute class, combination of some movement with breath, so kind of vinyasa, but mellow, and also some longer held stretches. So perfect for when you want to move your body, but you don't have a ton of time, have a lot of energy, or want a lot of heat. So I love these for after work. I think it's great to kind of wind down for the day, but maybe good for the morning time too, just to kind of ease into your day as well. I'm definitely a fan of props for these types of classes. So a bolster, couple blocks, whatever you need to do to feel supported in your body and to not honestly put too much effort forth. So let's get started in a child's pose. And if you have that bolster, we're gonna hug it. So bring your knees out wide, big toes to touch in the center, and then slide your bolster back between your inner thighs. Let your body drape down. Such an underrated version of this stretch. So as you arrive into your shape, feel your sit bones ground down towards your heels. Let your low back release and soften. And just take note of anything in your body that is speaking to you right now in a good way or a bad way. Without judgment, but just with awareness. If you're resting onto one ear, maybe rest onto the other one. And here, just start to take note of your breath. Where does it flow easily? Where does it get stuck? Can you make smooth, rhythmic, even inhales and exhales? Maybe try in for 3 seconds and out for 3 seconds. And then final check-in as we get started, as we arrive into this space, onto our mats with this lovely ritual, is to notice our mind and our heart space. So can we be here? Can we meditate in the sense that we have our body and our mind and our heart in the same place at once? Because these 30 minutes are for you. They're to connect to yourself again. Find your little piece of calm and health. So let's take a breath to seal that intention and empty the air from your lungs. And take a big full inhale in through your nose. Hold at the top, maybe sip in a little bit more air. And then open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Start to wiggle your hips back and forth. Lift up slightly. We're going to remove the bolster if you have one. So just place it off to the side and walk your hands over to the right. Right hand to stack, or left hand to stack on top of right. Draw your outer left armpit down and sink your left hip towards your left heel. 2 breath cycles here. Big side body stretch. See if you can inflate your left lung. Good. On your exhale, walk through center, and then both hands over to the left. Right hand to stack on top of left, right hip to ground down. And then identify those little intercostal muscles between each rib space. Stretch them out on the in-breath. On your next exhale, come through center. Stretch your fingertips out really, really far. Lengthen through the side bodies. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, walk your hands underneath your body. Keep your legs as they are. Your hands are about 1/2 foot to 1 foot in front of your knees. We'll take some cat-cow here. So on an inhale, see if you can stretch your belly forward. Reach your heart through your shoulders. Drop your head back. Lift your tail. Exhale, push the ground forward and away, round through the back body. Tuck your pubic bone up between your legs. Inhale to open up to cow. Exhale, chin to chest, cat pose. 3 more cycles with your breath. And no rush here. So if that means you take 3 full breaths in the time I take 5, great. If you take 7, just move to the cue of your own body and your own breath. If you ever want to linger anywhere, you always have the option too. So you literally want to do cat-cow for 30 minutes. That's what my husband does. That's his greatest joy, is he's like, I just want to do cat-cow. So you listen to your body. Final exhale, if you're with me, curl and round. Walk your hands all the way under your body. Lift your torso to stack above your hips. And then on an in-breath, reach your hands high. On an exhale, twist open to the right. Left hand to the outer right thigh. Right fingertips behind you or on a block. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on the outer left thigh. Left fingertips back behind you. Wringing out the spine. Inhale, reach high with your arms. Exhale, twist to the right. Move with your breath. Over to the left. And then one more on each side. Good, good, good. All right, come to a tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Tuck your toes underneath you. Actually, maybe if you want, you might want to kind of tap your tops of your feet on the mat. If they're a little stiff, roll up the ankles. And then tuck your toes underneath you. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Find this active child's pose. Maybe stretch your fingertips a little bit further. On an inhale, we're gonna roll through the spine, ripple up to your tabletop pose. Think cat with the spine. And on the exhale, we're gonna untuck our pelvis, send our hips back towards our heels. Our heart reaches forward, but our hips win. Inhale, move through your cat as you round forward to tabletop. Exhale, cow pose, dropping the belly, shifting your hips back. One more time here. Inhale. Exhale, sit back. Good. Inhale, move to your neutral tabletop. Keep your left knee grounded and stretch your right leg long. Coming onto the ball of the foot, we're gonna rock back and forth. Find a nice little calf stretch. We'll take about 10 here. Melting the heel towards the mat. It won't reach, but that'll increase the sensation of the stretch. All right, 3 more here. And then on your next in-breath, we're gonna open our hips up to the right. Swivel your left foot out like a kickstand, and then lift your right heel high as your arm follows. Modified side plank. Exhale, curl your right heel in towards your glute. Reach for the outside of the right foot with your right hand. Inhale to kick your hand, your foot into each other. Open up the front body. Good, and then exhale. We're gonna send our right leg long out to the side. It's gonna be straight and ground down through the pinky toe. And then shift your hips back. So this is a good inner thigh stretch for the right side. If you wanna stay back and hold the stretch, do that. If you wanna take some pulses, that's what I'm gonna do. Left toes are tucked for balance. Couple more cycles. Good, ground down through both hands. On your next inhale, reach your right heel back long behind you, bend your knee. Drop your head back towards your right toes. And then exhale, tabletop. Switching it out. Stretch your left leg long. Find those calf stretches. Swaying back and forth. Opening up the bottom of the left foot. Couple more. And then on your next in-breath, kickstand your right foot out to the side. As you open your pelvis to the left, lift your left arm and your left leg high. Modified side plank. Exhale, bend your left knee, curl heel into glute. Capture the outside of the left hand or left foot with your left hand. On an in-breath, open up through the front body. Drive your hips forward, kick your foot into your hand. Good. Exhale, left hand plants. Left leg stretches out long to the left side. Right foot scoops back underneath you. So left leg is straight and we're grounding down through pinky toe. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Option to stay in the stretch or to lean forward and backwards. One more here. Big stretch for the inner thigh. On your next inhale, ground down through both hands. Sweep your left leg back behind you. Drop your head, bend your knee. Pretend you could touch your toes to the back of your skull. And then exhale, tabletop, 2 knees, 2 hands to the mat. Exhale, sit your hips back, tuck your toes, active child's pose. On an inhale, we're gonna roll forward to our tabletop through our cat spine. And then exhale, drop your hips towards the right. Drop your right hip down to the mat. I like to call this our lazy side seal. I don't know what it's called. We're gonna press our right hand down into the mat. Let your right shoulder and your right ear meet. And let your right ribs drop heavy down towards the mat. Left fingertips are in front for balance. Take an inhale here. Exhale, roll through center, plant left hand, drop left hip to mat as your body opens up to the right. Couple breaths here. Left ear and left shoulder meet, left ribs sink heavy. One more inhale. Exhale back through center, finding this high cobra shape. Tuck your toes, bend your knees, and then glide your hips high, downward facing dog. Couple breaths to land in this shape. Feel it out, maybe your first one of the day, walk it out, or find stillness. Feel your breath circulating throughout your body. And just notice what you feel here today. Good, ground down through left foot. On an inhale, sweep right heel high, 3-legged dog, square the hips. Exhale, right knee curls into chest, plant your foot between your hands, swivel left heel down. Setting up for warrior 1. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Arms reach high, pull your left hip forward, plug your right hip back. And then exhale, forward fold at the top of the mat, Uttanasana, left foot to meet the right. We'll find a round of circle chair. So bend generously into your knees and then let your spine stack segment by segment as you lift up. Eventually you'll uncurl. Inhale, reach arms high to the sky. Exhale, cactus. Draw your shoulder blades down the back body as you magnetize your heart upwards. Inhale, reach arms high again. Exhale, swan dive, waterfall, all the way down, forward fold. Good, plant into left foot. Inhale, step right foot back. Land it at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Bending into left knee. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Round through the back body. Exhale, land your knees at the same time. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, ripple forward through your tabletop with your cat spine. And then exhale, drop your right hip to the mat. Find your lazy side seal. Take an in breath here. Take an out breath. Roll through center. Over to the left hip, planting through left hand. Inhale on the other side. And then exhale through center, 2 palms planted. Tuck your toes, knees are grounded on the mat. And then eventually glide your hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Swivel left heel down, inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. So opening the pelvis and the shoulders over to the left. Hands are casting shadows on your feet. Bend into your right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand slides down left leg, right arm reaches back. Exhale, side angle, right elbow rests onto right knee, left fingertips stretch forward. Inhale, reverse your triangle, straighten into both legs, lean back. And then exhale, forward fold at the top of the mat, left foot steps forward. Good, move through 2 rounds of circle chair. Taking your time to stack your spine. This is a really good pose to just feel totally embodied. Close your eyes, find what you need. Hinge at your hips and fold back down. Bend your knees, ground down through your feet, lift up. Arms are heavy. The head is the last to unfurl. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, cactus, draw your elbows back behind you. Engage your glutes slightly as you back bend. Inhale, stretch tall through all your limbs. And then exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Good. Inhale, step right foot back at an angle, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2, open it up to the right. Inhale, reverse your warrior, right hand down the right leg, left hand stretches back. Exhale, lengthen through the right side body as you stretch forward to modified side angle, left elbow to rest on the left knee. Inhale, straighten both legs, reverse triangle. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat, right foot steps forward. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Good, we'll move through 1 more on each side, so kind of starting with the left leg this time. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left heel high. Exhale, left foot plants between your hands, swivel right heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open it up to the right, warrior 2. Move with your breath, make it a meditation, reverse it back. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse your triangle, straighten into both legs. Exhale, forward fold, right foot steps up. 2 rounds of circle chair with your breath. Let your heart lead the way on the drop back down as your hips hinge back. 1 more, stand it up. As you extend your arms high, breathe in. Breathe out, cactus. Engage your glutes, press your hips forward. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold down. Good, breathe in, step your left foot back at an angle, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Soft transitions, inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Left foot steps up. Good, inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back, send the crown of the head forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Exhale, drop your knees, send your hips back towards your heels. Ripple forward through your cat spine, find tabletop. Exhale, glide your hips, your right hip down to the mat. Find your side seal. This time, bend your left knee, bring your left foot right in front of your right knee. Left kneecap is pointing up to the sky. Maybe you press your left hand into the inner left thigh to open up the hip. Couple cycles of breath. Good, stretch your left leg to stack on top of right. Roll your pelvis through center and switch them out. So now we're on the outer left thigh. Bend your right knee, bring your right foot in front of your left knee. Maybe pry it open a little bit with your right hand. Good, inhale here. Exhale, roll through center, plant both hands. Knees are grounded, toes are tucked. Glide your hips high, downward facing dog. Left foot is planted, inhale, 3-legged dog, right heel high. Exhale, right knee into chest. Step your right foot through, swivel left heel down. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back, right thumb on top. As you breathe in, your knuckles chase the back of your left leg as your heart reaches high. And then exhale, humble warrior. Body folds on the inside of your right leg. Maybe your arms reach overhead. Scoop your right sit bone underneath your body. And breathe here. Strong through the legs, feet are active. Take an inhale. Exhale, neutralize the feet as you turn your body to left, wide-legged forward fold. Keep your hands interlaced. Head hangs heavy. Good. Right toes pivot back to the front of the mat. Stretch straight into both legs. Inhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand onto a block or onto the shin, left fingertips high. Good. Exhale. Hands to frame out right foot. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, sweep left heel high. Exhale, step left foot all the way through between your thumbs. Swivel right heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, we're gonna interlace our fingers the other way, so left thumb on top. As you breathe in, weigh your knuckles heavy down towards the earth, lift your heart light up to the sky. And then exhale, humble your warrior, folding your body on the inside of your left knee. Don't let your hips sway and open to the left. Scoop your left sit bone underneath you. Draw right hip bone forward. Crown of the head relaxes down, tractioning, lengthening your neck. Take one more in breath. And then exhale. Parallel the feet as you turn to the right side, wide-legged forward fold. Couple breaths here. Good. Pivot your left toes to face forward. Straighten through both legs. Inhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand on the left shin, right hand reaches high. Breathe here. One more inhale to stretch further from fingertips to fingertips. And then exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat, Uttanasana. 3 rounds of circle chair. Close your eyes, let it feel good, let it look weird. Drive your heart forward, and then on your next inhale, we're gonna rise up, stand all the way, stretch your hands high to the sky. Exhale, cactus your elbows, draw your shoulder blades down the back body, engage your glutes for your back bend. Inhale, straighten, stand up tall. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in as you ripple forward to high plank, rounding through the back body. Exhale, lower your knees at the same time, sit your hips to your heels. 3 rounds, inhale. Cat pose, tabletop. Exhale, open up through the chest. Release your pelvis to sit back onto your heels. Cow pose to active child's. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, glide back. One more with your breath. Good, come back to a neutral spine, neutral tabletop. Inhale, stretch your right leg long behind you. And then exhale, tuck your right knee back behind your left. Swivel your feet out in opposite directions. And then sit your hips back towards your heels. So kind of a child's pose, tabletop, Gomukhasana variation. We're going to take a few pulses forward and backwards. Then if you're ready on this last one, walk your hands underneath your body, sit the hips all the way down at the back of the mat. Finding our cow face pose. If you want more of a stretch, bring your shins to parallel and flex out the ankles. If you want less of a stretch, you're gonna bring your heels in towards your bum and point through the toes. Big outer hip opener. Take what you need. Again, sitting into that child's pose variation if this is way too much. We have several breaths here. So if you'd like, you can stand or sit upright. If you want more stretch, you can lean forward. Fold down. We'll be here 5, 6, 7 breaths. Notice if you're backing out of the stretch, see if you can ground left sit bone down. One more inhale. On your exhale, walk back up. Keep your legs as they are. We're going to twist open to the left. So left fingertips reach back behind you. Right forearm to hook on the outside of left knee. Inhale, sit up tall out of the waist. Lengthen your side bodies. Exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Inhale to stretch tall through the spine. Exhale, twist deeper. And one more here. Good, release. Release the twist. Move your props out of the way if you use them. Roll forward into your tabletop and uncross your right knee. So everything is stacked, everything is neutral, and then 3 rounds of our kneeling spinal waves. So you know the drill. Inhale to roll forward through your cat pose, back of the heart inflates up towards the sky. Exhale, untuck your pelvis, glide your hips back towards your heels as your heart reaches forwards. Let it feel good. Finish those out, and on your next inhale, come forward to tabletop. Stretch your left leg long behind you, and then tuck your left knee back behind your right. We're going to take those pulses, so leaning hips back towards the child's pose with your legs crossed. And then decide if you want to stay here. If these feel good for you, if this is a nice stretch, or if you're ready, we're going to sit all the way back to Gomukhasana. Again, adjusting the shins and the ankles as you like. I'm going to bring my props back into play because we'll be here for several moments. So inhale where you are. Exhale, either stay or fold forward. Notice your breath, notice your face. Can you soften your jaw? Can you release through the low back space? 2 more cycles of breath. On your next exhale, walk your body up, sit up tall on your in-breath. Then exhale, twist over to the right. Left hand hooks on right outer thigh, right fingertips back behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist deeper. One more with your breath. Good, unravel your spine. Stretch your legs out long. Place your bolster, if you have it, underneath the knees. So we're gonna take a generous bend into the legs. Final stretch is your forward fold, your variation. I really like to use the bolster and then to bring my knees out a little wider so I can drape my upper body on the inside of my legs. Last few moments and few breaths to be here in body and mind and intention. Soaking up every last bit. We'll take one more breath together. Empty the air out of your lungs. See if you can compress your belly closer towards your legs. Take an inhale in through the back body. Fill up, expand out. And then open your mouth, sigh. Let something go. You have the option to stay here longer. If you're with me, we're gonna lift back up. Come to a seat, cross your legs. Close your eyes and place your hands somewhere on your legs. So still feeling into body, grounding into this space. Lingering in this point of transition. Noting anything you'd like to take with you today. Let's end with one final breath together. Deep, full inhale, lift through the back of the crown of the head. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and then exhale, drop them down. Hands can come to heart or third eye. I thank you for practicing with me. All right, guys, I hope you feel good in your body. I hope you were able to really stay present for 30 minutes. Because like I said, we do this for multiple reasons. For our body, for our mental health, for our relationships, just generalized wellness. So good for you, so happy you're here, and I hope to see you next time.